What's a small thing that always makes you laugh or smile?
A small thing, me dad. Uh,
Hello and welcome to
oh,
the FunnyFarm pod. You see three funny faces in front of you. FunnyFarm pod. I wouldn't. You're asking why it's the FunnyFarm pod. So we started off. We want this to be comedic, light-hearted. We're all funny fuckers at heart. And farm because we've all had mental health issues in the past and stuff. So the funny farm is probably a non-PC reference to what we used to call when you got put in an asylum, lads, isn't it?
yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
it
So
is.
funny farm.
definitely.
So hopefully we can talk about lots of issues that we've had and day-to-day things that go wrong in our lives because we're all a bit fucked in the head, basically. Um, this is the first episode of many. There will be all sorts of fun things going on. And the first fun thing is that actually me and Charlie have known each other for a long, long time. So probably going on 25, 30 years, perhaps. I
Yeah,
think it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
long old time. And
It
we were window salesmen. So
is.
we'll tell you some tales about that
We
as
will
we
indeed.
go along. And Joe, I've known for a few years as well because he teaches my daughter guitar, don't you, mate?
I do,
Yeah,
indeed.
she's not managed to play a full song through yet in the last 2 years, but
I'm
Are you
sure
we've
that we'll
trying?
get there, Chris. I'm sure we'll get there. At some point, it's gonna.
she'll
Are
go
you
mad if she
trying?
sees this. She will
I
go
know, yeah,
mad
proper.
because every time she has a lesson, I'll say to her, "Have you actually learnt a fucking song yet, or have you just learnt like, can you play a guitar solo yet?" And she's like, "No, no, 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 I can't do that." So the funny thing is, this is the first time that Charlie and Joe have ever met. So would you two like to kind of introduce yourselves and tell a bit
Yeah.
about yourselves?
Hi, Joe. You okay?
Hi,
Thanks.
Charlie. All right.
Right. Well, I'm Charlie. As you can tell, I'm a Scouser. I don't actually live in Liverpool anymore. I live towards Chester now, and we moved over the dark side, as they call it in Liverpool, a couple of years ago, about 6 years ago. Actually, 7 years ago now. Love it out here. It's great, right on the doorstep of North Wales. I used to live in Nottingham. That's where well, first met Chris. But as Chris has just mentioned, I don't know Joe whatsoever. So tell us a little about yourself, Joe, and I've got some questions for you.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Charlie. Nice to meet you. Obviously, I know Chris. I'm Joe. I'm from Ilkeston in Derbyshire. Not very exciting. Lived here pretty much all my life. I went to do a season in Tenerife, but I smashed my ankle up, and well, the rest is history. I just had to come back because I couldn't afford any health insurance over there. It was absolutely insane.
Whoa,
But
whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry, lads, interjection. How did you break your ankle in Tenerife? What happened?
well, obviously, we're going on mental health stuff, and
Yeah.
I decided to go out have a drink one night, as I did in my younger years, and yeah, just the one drink, by the way, Charlie, the one bottle of vodka, and yeah, saw a flight of stairs and thought, you know what? Let's give that a go. Let's see if I can jump down them. And so, being in the music industry as I am, always been performing. Saw a crowd of people, got them all clapping me. Come on, Joe, let's do it. Let's get down them stairs. Anyway, it's about 4 in the morning. Off I go, ran, whoom, straight over it. Looked down, everything looked like ants on the ground. And it was at that point I knew that I'd totally messed up here. Bang, crack, straight onto the ground. Literally did like a lightning bolt break all the way up my heel. And yeah, so it wasn't very fun. But did it stop me drinking? Did it say to me, do you know what, Joe? I think we're getting a bit too old for this. Or, I think that there's not much fun in this. No. Obviously, I just drank more to numb the pain and
Yeah.
then decided to get a flight back home. But, I mean, this is a great opener, isn't it? This is
Yeah, that's
just
what I
going on about a
thought.
Tenerife holiday.
I thought I'd
But no, but
interject at that point. I thought he's opened with a landmine, but
yeah,
then it was like the introduction thing. I thought it's a good idea, but we can't like scoot past that. And I think for our listeners and viewers today, we should say that even though your ankle was totally fucked, Derby did
yeah.
try and sign you.
Well, yeah. For the I may as well. I played left back, left back at home.
Sorry, anyway, carry on, Joe.
And so I came back, but I've always been in music. I used to play in a Green Day tribute. We gigged everywhere. I've gigged Liverpool many a time. I gigged in Chester actually. And so I've been all over the UK. We did America and places like that. And obviously COVID decided to kill all of that. Going like that route, I decided to get a full-time job. Absolutely love the lads in it. Absolutely amazing. But it was just my time to move on. And now I've got I'm pretty much assistant manager of a bar. I was manager, and then we got another owner in. And but I'm still gigging. I've got a little duo going on now acoustically, and I settled my guitar tuition. So yeah, my life in a nutshell at the minute is busy, 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 busy. But
Not
that's how it needs to be.
you're not bad either. The duo. I've been to see you a few times. Santa
Yeah,
Carla
yeah, of
Vampire
course, yeah.
Slayers, aren't you? Yeah.
That's it, Santa Clara Vampire Hunters.
Ah,
And
right, I got it wrong. Sorry. But yeah.
yeah, it's all
What
right.
type of
Very
music do
important,
you
Chris,
play?
actually.
What type of music do you play?
We do all like 90s grungy kind of stuff, but we put like Foo Fighters in there and, stuff like that, and bit
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen, just, all the classics really of that sort of time. Nobody's
Uh,
really like doing that, so we thought we'd get onto it. Go
I,
on,
th-
Chris.
I think you forgot to mention Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah, and Vanilla Ice, yeah.
Yeah.
We do Ice Ice Baby. Well, a rendition of it anyway.
It's
Funny how
good.
that came.
Was he
It's good.
90s? Was he 90s, was he?
Yeah.
Was he 90s? Vanilla
Well,
Ice.
it was funny
I
how that
can't remember
came
the 90s.
about.
I can't remember the 90s. But was he 90s? Was he
I think so. Yeah.
We'll say yes.
We'll Google it later, Charlie. We'll Google it. But
Yes.
I mean, my memory of Vanilla Ice was fucking. He was crap, wasn't he? Let's be honest. I didn't like him at all.
What was it?
Yeah.
His name wasn't he a surfboarder or a skateboarder or something?
I don't know. Was he?
Yeah. Weird name as well, wasn't he?
I just remember Jedward doing a cover of it on X Factor. That's literally all I can remember about Vanilla Ice, because I just knew that everybody just used to rip him, didn't they?
Yeah.
He made some money. He made some money off that track, though, wasn't he?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's just quite amusing seeing Joe playing guitar and this big strapping bloke who looks a bit like that fucking what's his name? The one with the big beard. What's he called? Rag and Bone Man. He looks like Rag and Bone Man singing fucking Ice Ice Baby. It's
Yeah.
It just worked though, didn't it? I mean, like literally, I'll tell you how we came about it. We were practicing. Well, we got to practice tonight as well, but we were practicing, and I was just playing a few chords, just like upstroke, like happy chords. And then Lee just said, he went, "I tell you what might go with that." And I went, "What?" And he goes, "Well, we'll try and do. It's a bit different, but I was just thinking of Ice Ice Baby." Well, you can imagine what I thought. I thought,
yeah.
how do we go out of Lithium by Nirvana to
Yeah.
Ice Ice Baby? I mean, like the two just don't go.
Yeah.
So we did it as a practice, and it didn't work at all. But I said, you know what? Let's just put it in and see what the crowds say. And obviously, we tried it out down at a little pub down here, and everybody just went mental for it. But the funny thing about it now, Chris, I mean, you might agree because you've seen us loads. That is the song that we're known for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there's all these songs that we do, but it's the Ice Ice Baby that everybody asks for at the minute. And
Yeah.
we did a gig last week, and everybody at the end, come on, play Ice Ice Baby, play Ice Ice. And I'm like, it's not our song, guys. Like, how have we actually adapted this to us? Do you know what I mean? That's just bizarre. But I mean, it is great in a way because I never thought I'd be known for a cover of anything.
I think
And
you
yeah,
need
it'd be
to.
obvious to know.
The onset of like the online fucking revolution that's happening now, mate. You could be like, I mean, look, there was that fucking idiot with sausage rolls, wasn't there? You could be Christmas #1 with that bad boy.
You could. You could.
Record
What
it and
with
get it,
Ice
get it.
Ice Baby?
Yeah, record it and get it online. Yeah,
We need
yeah.
to well, it could be, but we need to put Christmas like you know how they've got that sausage rolls, haven't they? Like every song they did, that Lad Baby, everything's about a sausage roll. So
Yeah.
it's like we need to figure something out.
Vanilla ice cream, innit? Come on.
Yeah, but it's already there, isn't it? That's already in the song, but we need something like that, something that rhymes with ice ice. So I don't know. We're not gonna go Spice Spice, are we? Like something like along the terms of ice ice.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
figure something, I'm
Well,
sure.
we can collaborate and you can listen and
Yeah,
we'll figure
yeah,
something
there
out.
you go.
I'm open for email suggestions.
Yeah, that's it, mate. That's it. Anyway, you two carry on getting to know each other. It's
Oh
lovely,
yeah,
this
Joe,
is. I can
Joe,
see.
Joe. So
I,
what I did in preparation for this, because I was being quite nervous meeting you, I've I went on to ChatGPT last night and I asked for 5 questions to ask on a first date. So
Well, we're not in a threesome, Charlie. I can tell you now.
well, you never know. You never know, mate. You never know. So if you don't mind, I'll. It even tells me why I should be asking these questions. So we can explore that route as well. So the first question I want to ask you, Joe, I suppose these should just be natural, shouldn't they? Shouldn't be saying like this is question 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So I'll just try and throw them
we
in.
need to set the mood a little bit, don't we?
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
let me stare into your eyes.
Fucking hell, this is a bit scary, this.
What does a typical weekend look like for you?
Work. That's it. Literally work. Or I'm not even lying. My weekend is literally Sunday about 4 o'clock till 8. Like that's the only time I get free, and then Monday, pretty much just about here. That's it. And now obviously we got this, so yeah, there is no weekend. It looks like Friday. I start off by doing all my lessons and literally working from 9 in the morning. And then if you got me on Facebook, you'll see on my stories because I've started to do this lately. And then I go to the bar and I do the bar. Other than that, I'll have a gig. So either way, I'm definitely working Friday night. And if I'm at the bar, I don't normally get home till about 3 a.m. Then I get up again because I'm teaching on Saturday and I start at 9:30. So I'll probably have about 4 hours sleep Friday night. And Saturday I work all day doing lessons, but I also help out at my brother and dad's shop. So they've got Zebra Music, which is the music shop in Ilkeston,
We'll have
and
to
I
see if
work there.
we'll have to see if they
Yeah,
want to sponsor us, mate. If we're going to keep, plugging them, they're going to have to give us some cash, you
well,
know.
that's what I'm thinking. And who else can we start saying to plug so we can get cash out of them? But anyway, yeah, Pepsi definitely need to sponsor me.
Pepsi.
Definitely. And then so then I'll go up to the bar again for Saturday and stay there till at least 3, half 3 again. And that is a typical weekend. Like
You're not
literally,
going
it's
to,
not typical. It is
you
every
know,
weekend.
you're
Well,
not going to have much time for Charlie, are you?
I know. Well, that question was supposed to reveal what you enjoy doing and gives you gives me a sense of your lifestyle.
I enjoy
Workaholic.
nothing.
Kind of a weekend.
I
I
enjoy
don't
nothing.
enjoy anything. No, I joking. Yeah, this. There's loads I enjoy, like, I mean, obviously, I know I play music, like, I do music as my job, but that really is what I enjoy. Um, I'm a very big tennis fan as well. I really love my tennis. But I do like football, but I'm not going to go into that right now because it's not very good at the moment, is it? So,
It's not been great for all of us though so far, has it? Let's
it
be
ain't.
honest. Even
No,
Who
Charlie,
did
who's Liverpool, it's not been a
I'm
great
no,
going to
start.
say Liverpool.
Yeah.
not good at the moment.
I
Not
think
good.
all three of well, I'm Derby, Charlie, so like all three of our teams.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
we've done three on the bounce now, so but it's not been great football by any
No.
stretch. I mean,
yeah,
it's just
no.
been boring.
Yeah, I don't think we should go down that route at the moment, should we?
Not yet, but we will.
We
Listeners, we
will.
will
We
go
will.
into football. Yeah, we will
Yeah,
go
we
into
will.
So
because
if you
that's
could live,
probably the cause of our mental health issues in many
It
ways, I
is.
should think.
It is.
yeah, I've been supporting Liverpool for a very long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would it be and why?
I fell in love with Calabona in Mallorca. I went this year, for the first time ever, and yeah, I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And to be honest with you, we'll probably get onto this at some point, I'm sure. But I think that with the Spanish still under all the EU law and the freedom and everything you get, it's at the moment way better than how this country's heading. And I do think that, you know, over there you got the weather, but you've got a lovely lifestyle as well. With I do like what I like more about anything in Spain. You go to work in the morning and then you have a sleep in the afternoon. And then you get back up and you do it all again, don't you? I
My
mean, we
lifestyle is I like that. Do like the siesta lifestyle.
you get well, at least you get a break. You don't get that
No,
here, do you?
no.
Like literally, just keep working, working. Could you imagine, Chris, if I said to you, "Oh, I can't do Sophie's lesson
Yeah.
today because it's siesta time. We'll have to do 11 at night." Is that all right with you?
Yeah. I think there's like it's an intro again on like a bit of a tangent. It's like that question's a really good one, isn't it? Because it's all like dependent on what like financially as well, isn't it? That because like you
Of
must have
course.
like different layers of like I'd love to go and live in North Wales, and that'd be doable on where I am now. But I guess like if you get well, I mean ideally like I'd probably go and live in America or something like that. I think it's like Vegas or I don't know, not probably not Vegas, but I do kind of like their lifestyle.
Yeah.
But it's all dependent on cash, isn't it? But yeah,
I
I
th-
went to Torremolinos, not Torremolinos, Magaluf in Mallorca, and that was cool as well. Sorry, I'm getting in. I'm not even
It's
in
all
the
right.
date. I'm not even in the
saying
date.
it doesn't. It doesn't. It's not necessarily just the cash, is it? It's just like your responsibilities and your
Yeah,
family, what you've got. I mean, I'd probably want to move to Thailand, but I don't think
Yeah.
just would. You know what I mean? But
Ooh,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
oof. But I've
Both
got a
of the
wife.
same reaction.
Yeah, I'd go to Thailand and enjoy all the thrills of Thailand, but unfortunately, I've got a
Wife wouldn't.
wife.
I don't think the kids would like it either. But
No.
yeah, yeah. So it depends on what you got. You know, your family dynamics as well, does it? I suppose.
Yeah.
Um, so what's something you've gotten really into lately, Joe?
Got 'em really into.
Something you've really got into.
My missus.
Okay.
uh, what
Ah.
have I really gotten into?
See, me and Charlie have been married
Oh,
for
what a
years, so we don't
question.
get that.
Yeah. What have I really gotten into? Um, Probably just, I know it sounds weird, but organization, like literally organizing my life at the minute. Like, I've really knuckled down with trying to get things like, like the house sorted and everything balanced in my life so that I'm more free in the little time that I do have. Because at one point I was just like taking like every guitar lesson that came my way, I took it. No matter what, I just took it. Any work at the bar, I just took it. You're like, and now I'm learning to say no and like actually making time for me and giving myself freedom and being able to organize my life. And that's something I have actually got into. I know it's probably not something you're thinking like, I don't know, like what you got into. Well, I bought a new flashlight the other day and I've really got into that, but
Charlie's
No,
taking
good.
you out on a date, and it's turning into a therapy session, isn't it?
I know, I know,
Or
I know.
some kind of TED talk motivational speech. Like, well, what I like to do at the weekends is organise myself. I put it all into an Excel spreadsheet, link it up to Outlook. And fucking hell, has my life turned around? Oh dear.
I mean, to be fair with you, Charlie, actually, I did buy. Let me just grab it quick because it's here.
If this is a fleshlight, then we might have to edit. We might have to edit this out.
It's not that exciting. I did think to myself about. I googled because obviously, like Chris, I suffer a lot with depression, and I'm just trying to like find things and find tips and stuff of how to get yourself, through some hard times, even when things are looking good. And I thought, well, this wasn't my idea. This was Ellen's, by the way. Well, you got a bit more time on your hands now, Joe, on a Sunday, haven't you? So
Now you're organised.
why don't you get yourself back into making models?
That's classic. That's classic.
So I bought this Airfix kit, and I've had it now for about a year. So
I thought
yeah.
Helen had bought it for you. I thought, Jesus Christ, it's not taken long for her turning into your mum, has it?
Are you joking? What? She'd buy me something.
Well, this date's going really well, Charlie. Have you got any more questions?
What about you then, Charlie? What?
I've got some more questions. I've got too much.
Hey, it's his turn. You can retort. you can retort in a minute. You can ask him whatever you want in a minute, Joe.
I've been looking forward to this next one. What's a small thing that always makes you laugh or smile?
A small thing. Me dad.
He's tiny, isn't he? Yeah.
And no, he does, to be fair. But a small thing that makes me laugh or smile, just, I know it sounds weird, but just when something goes wrong.
It's like when, for me, this is like when you go to the toilet in a pub and you just glance over and you go, yeah, I'm bigger than him. That's the small thing that always makes me smile. Doesn't happen very often. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, when you go to the toilet, you go, is this where the big dicks hang out?
Yeah. Yeah, you better next door and wet your lettuce. That got me in trouble in Rock City, that did. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I've been there for years.
Oh, I used to love going to Rock City.
Yeah, but I've been there a few times. In Nottingham?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I used to love Rock City until they changed it. I'll tell you a quick story about that. I mean, we've got time.
Yeah, time.
I went when I was about 27, I think, and I'd literally just shaved my head. So I thought I wanted to go out to see what, people thought of me with a bald head. And so all of us because I used to work at Showcase Cinemas in Nottingham, ka-ching, so they sponsor it as well. And so I used to go, so I went out with a few people from work. And as we got in the queue, one of the doormen said to me, have you got any ID, mate? And I went, yeah, no worries. Showed him my driving licence. And he literally just went like that, pretend I'm got it in my hand. And I went, yes. And then he goes, what's your first line of your address? Said that. Then he said the thing. What's your driving licence number?
What?
And I was like,
oh, yeah.
Luckily,
Yeah,
I'd remembered it. I'm not going to say it on here, but, luckily I'd remembered my driving licence number. So I'm back in the queue. By the way, remember, I've got a bald head and a beard, right? And I was like edging 30. Then while I'm in the queue, you have to go through this thing and you have to put your ID, so your passport or your driving license or something with a pass hologram, inside a machine, and then it clocks you again. So you do that. Then when I went to the ticket booth, there was like a woman there, and she obviously bought a ticket, and she goes, "Have you got your ID on you?" And I was like, "Again?" And then when we finally got into the bar, I walked up to the bar and I went, "Can I just get a Diet Coke, please? I'm not drinking tonight." And the girl said, and the girl went, "Have you got your ID on you?" And I just went, I says, "Can I just say something?" And she says, "What?" I says, "Can I just congratulate you on having tighter security than Heathrow Airport?" I says, "Because honestly," I says, "this whole rigmarole has made me not even want to enjoy coming in here now." And
Yeah,
I do think, like, so, like ID, don't get me wrong. I mean, well, I'm going to use that loosely with what's going off at the minute in the news. But I mean, just a form of normal ID, like, your driving license, your passport, something like that. Just ask for it if they look under 25. But don't keep badgering because that just makes them not want to enjoy the night. Do you know what I mean? When
yeah.
you've gone there to enjoy yourself, not feel like you're being scrutinised or, what's the word? Like, not feeling like you feel like you're lying to them in a way, like all night, and it just puts you on edge.
So, what is your view
I'd
on
love to get
national
ID'd. I'd love to get
what is
ID'd.
your view on national identity cards then, Joe? Just out of interest.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What are we going into the new digital ID system
Yeah,
that's coming about? I think we just got to look at China and how they implemented it, and I think you'll get a clearer view on exactly what it is that they're kind of aiming at here with it. They're disguising it at the moment to say that it's to stop like immigration from illegals working and stuff like that. But I think we're all not daft, are we? I think we all can see the bigger picture of what's at stake here, and it could become more of a communist Britain, if you like, if it goes that way. However, that being said, we're not sure what our system will be like. I'm just going on what
mm,
what the Chinese one's like at the moment, and yeah, I just feel that, I've got my driving license, I've got a passport, I've got a birth certificate, I've got a national insurance number, I've had my address written down on everything. I just don't feel why I personally, as a British man who's lived here for 35 years, needs to have a form of digital identification just so I can go to work.
yeah.
I don't see why I'd need that. The only other thing I can think of is, like I say, it's just a form of the way of the government being able to, implement some new kind of like, what's the term? Like,
Control, isn't it?
yeah, like
It's just a control.
digitalization or control. And at the moment, I don't know. I don't see why we'd need that, especially in our country, because let's be fair, we've all been born kind of around the same sort of time. The country's been a free country. Well, I thought it was a free country for us all to be able to just do things like this.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
or go out gigging, or enjoy your life within Britain. And I think that the way that it's heading, it'd be that it could become that sort of tract that people won't want to eat out because they'd be fearing, like, oh, it's not a healthy thing to eat, so it's going to affect my score, if you like what they've got in China at the minute. If they order something unhealthy, it has a negative effect on the score rather than ordering something healthy.
mm,
And I just think, like, yeah, that works in countries like China that are very, that sort of way. But here, could you imagine, like, going to the pub, right? Let's just look at it logically. Going to a pub on a Friday or Saturday night with your mates, right? And I have to turn around and say, "I'm sorry, Mr. Richmond, you've already had your 2 units of alcohol today. I can't serve you any more. And not only that, nowhere in the country will serve you because it's clocked and tracked, and everybody will go by that system.
I'm already under that kind of regime with my
And this
wife,
is,
to be honest with
Well,
you.
yeah,
yeah,
So,
I was about to
yeah.
say,
Well, that was
yeah.
interesting, that mate. I just thought you were going to say, yeah, it's a good idea, or no, it's a bad idea. But that was really in depth. Charlie sorry, I interjected asking that question, and Charlie, I want to know this. Charlie mentioned that he'd love to be ID'd. When was the last time you got ID'd, mate?
Yeah. Did I swear then? Years ago, mate, probably
Yeah,
20 odd years ago.
I
Going
don't,
on.
I
You
don't.
know what? I even begged the fella in Aldi today while I was buying fireworks to ID me. The bastard wouldn't.
No, I don't
This is
think
a funny story, by the way. Listen to this.
Go on, mate, go.
yeah.
I was in Aldi today, right, so begging the fella to ID me while he was serving me fireworks. I have a little firework display for the kids on Wednesday night. Thought I better go and get some today. Anyway, he says, right, okay, paid for them. He says, here's your receipt. He radios through to Mike to go and get them, go and open up the cabinet to get them for me. So Mike comes over and he's like, where's your receipt? I was like, oh shit, I've thrown it in the bin. When I got the receipt out the bin, right, go back, and Mike's looking at it, looks down, he looks at me and he goes, do you know now you've bought these, you won't be able to come in again today? So what do you mean? He said, you won't be able to come in the store again today. I
What,
said,
for buying
what?
fireworks?
I thought he was winding me up. Honestly, I
At all.
was about to say, I'm only fucking joking, you prick. But he's just like, he was serious. I can't go back at Aldi today because
Because
I
you
bought
bought
fireworks.
fireworks.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So this is why I want to go and live in America where you can have a gun.
Where you can buy guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
probably go back in and buy another gun, I'm guessing, as long as you've got the right credentials. That's
But then again,
crazy.
you look at
That's mad that you can't. Like,
I
I've been
can't
in
be
and bought fireworks, but I want some fucking beans and bread now, mate. You're
yeah,
not
I
even
know.
allowed to go in and get that. And also, what about what about the items you can get down the middle aisle? You might need some fucking welding masks
could do. Yeah, could do. Or a chainsaw.
a chainsaw. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
mad.
or
They banned my wife as well. She was with me. And my 20-month-old kid, so he's banned as well. We're all banned from Aldi for the rest of the day for 24 hours.
banned.
You came in here, you increased our profitability. You can't come in again, mate. Sorry, fuck off.
We do a
That's
live on these. I
batshit.
might go in there later on a live and see if I can get in there.
Yeah, but put a hat on, mate, because Joe looks totally different with that hat on as to when you get a hat on, or put one of your lasses' dresses on. Get in there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if we can buy another load of fireworks. I mean, the world's going batshit crazy. I feel like for future reference, I have to say, these two guys that I'm doing this podcast with are intelligent lads and probably watch the news quite a bit. I have to be honest, I don't know. You've just gone on a rant there about the ID cards and what it will entail. And all that kind of stuff and what happens in China. I've no idea of that. I literally don't watch the news. The news I get is either from Facebook, which you can't trust anyway, or people that I speak to. Literally, when there was the news on about the Gaza Strip, I thought they'd spelt Gaza wrong. Literally, I'm not even kidding. I'm so stupid when it comes to stuff like that. But yeah, have you any more questions for Joe?
Yeah. I was just about to say that I've worked out in China quite a bit.
Yeah, no, you did years ago,
About
didn't you?
10, 15 years ago, I've been out there quite a bit. Yeah, culture's amazing. I love that place. But you could see everything was starting to turn. Then in China, you could see it was going more and more sort of like communist in a way. They were losing, they wouldn't let them have Facebook, but they always find a way around these things. The Chinese were so good at finding the way around these things. They're still getting contact, through Facebook and stuff. So
Is it
yeah,
true? Is it true, like in China and that they've got like they can't go on Google and stuff? It's a separate kind of,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
can't go on like Google. Or like you've just said, they'll
Yeah,
find a way around it.
yeah, they'll always find a way around it. I mean, I think their WhatsApp is WeChat. They use like WeChat.
Right.
Okay.
You can still get onto WhatsApp. They can still get on. They always find ways around it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking. To be honest with you, like I don't watch the news. I literally get it. Like when I go on YouTube now,
Mm.
you get like your main vid, and then under that you get like what's your headlines. And but a lot of the time I hear it in our bar because there's people that come, and that's I mean it's just common pub sort of talk, isn't it, to talk about the news or something.
Yeah.
So then what I'll do is I'll listen to something. If I find it like interesting, then that's when I start to do a bit of research on it. And that's what I did with this ID card situation because I thought I don't understand why it's going like for one, fair enough, probably bring it in. It might work for the younger generation or something like that to get involved with, but for people that don't want it, don't make it mandatory because that is like a sign of control, isn't it? That I don't see why it should
Yeah.
be mandatory. We should definitely have a choice because the last time I knew, well, we live in a free country, like with freedom of speech, and is that all disappearing? Do you think, Charlie? Do you think that's what's
Yeah.
going
I
to
mean,
happen?
I grew up in that era where we all studied 1984. We all had to read George Orwell's 1984.
Yeah,
And that is just you know, you can see things from that now emerging now. But yeah, controlled states. I mean, even like your speeding cameras everywhere, and there's cameras everywhere. All over Liverpool city centre. There's cameras everywhere, and I suppose it's like at every city centre, isn't it?
yeah.
Even town centres now, the smaller towns. The town I live in's got cameras everywhere. There's cameras everywhere.
Well, in
Yeah.
Ilkeston, where I live, there's
AMP's got.
where I'm at now here. I've got a camera over there that looks over a car park straight at my house and up here. There's one at the bottom of the road that looks up. There's one over the roundabout. There's another one halfway up. There's one at the top there. Absolutely every street in Ilkeston right now is cameraed up. You
It's
cannot move.
it's
Yeah.
probably required in Ilkeston though, mate, and it come
Yeah.
on. I
It,
mean,
it well, to be fair, Chris, the way that it's gone in the past couple of years,
yeah,
especially. I mean,
because
have
there's
you
that.
heard about it here, Charlie? Have you heard it on the news?
No, I don't follow the news as much either, like you guys. But I know Ilkeston. I used to work around there, so I
Yeah.
do know the areas.
He's sold
But
a few windows round here, ain't you,
I've
brother?
sort of
You
certainly have, certainly
Yeah,
probably don't mind. They're probably these, aren't they?
yeah,
have.
yeah.
Not the
It's
end of I don't think.
there's been lots of shit happening in Ilkeston recently, but I don't
Yeah.
think it's like I think like weirdly I live in a bit of a bubble, and the whole not watching the news thing came from A, mental health issues, and B, business. So again, we're all three of us self-employed, so we'll probably get into that at some point as well with regards to like how business is and whatnot. But I did a couple of courses, and every single business guru who you speak to or you follow or whatever, they will all tell you to turn the news off and not listen to it. Don't read the newspapers because it's just full of negativity. And it's like almost with like like there's been massive stuff about asylum seekers in hotels and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck. I honestly don't give a fuck about that. It don't bother me because I feel I live in like a little kind of haven or bubble that I'm in. I don't live in a city centre. I live away from the city centres and stuff like that. I've not been affected by it. So therefore, why would I even be interested in reading about it? And um, there's going to be a modicum of truth in everything that you read, isn't there? But a lot of it's going to be blown out of all proportion by whatever political fucking alignment is written about.
Yes.
So that's the reason I don't bother listening to the news. And my missus, she's constantly on the Mail or on the Guardian, looking at everything that newsworthy. And then wonders why she walks around with a fucking miserable face all the time. It's like, well, I just don't think that we are. I will only be interested in something that I can actually physically affect, and I can't physically affect this. So it's
Yeah.
like the
No.
news.
I don't bother with the news, and but mine's down to like mental health problems as well because it
Yeah,
depresses you so
it
much.
does.
Right.
And you know, it's just I don't need my head putting into those spaces. I watched all the crappy news on Facebook now. I mean, we're going to be hit by the AI 3I Atlas asteroid, aren't we? In a couple of days, apparently. I'm waiting for
All
it.
right, okay. Well, that's it though. If you, oh,
Oh, hang on, there it goes.
Right.
that's
Asteroid in there.
his fleshlight fell over.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
it's.
asteroid
You,
in, look, listen.
I mean, if that's going to happen, like, I mean, obviously it isn't, but if that's going to happen, then it's going to be a flash and it's all over. It's like
But it's
when
not
the
an asteroid, Chris. It's not an asteroid. It's a mothership.
aliens are coming.
Yeah.
I want to meet one of them
You
motherfuckers.
just want to get probed.
I do, mate. Yeah, get it right in there, boy. Get it right in there. Let's have a
With the
look.
glowing
I don't. Oh yeah, I mean it's.
Charlie, is this the weirdest date you've ever been on?
It is, it is. I've only got one question left, and then some quick
Right, come
fire
on, Joe.
ones.
Last question.
All right, no.
Then you get to ask Charlie some
Oh,
after.
no, I've got to go through my quick fire ones first, Chris.
Oh yeah. The quick fire dating questions.
Quick, yeah. So last question anyway. What's something you're working towards right now?
Yes, right, that'll do.
Getting my fucking daughter to learn one song from start to finish, I hope.
Why get to learn when he's charging you, Chris? What's the point of making her learn something, a piece of music, when he can carry on charging her every week?
To be fair, he only comes round for a chat with me.
So he's took that away now, so we got this, haven't we?
That's it. It doesn't matter if that fizzles off. We're all right.
Yeah. Something I'm working towards right now. To be honest with you, I think it's just building the acoustic act up, getting a few more out there, just getting the lessons side sorted. Like I'm doing up all the teaching rooms at the minute down at the shop, so that's something that I'm doing. But that's work wise. I mean, something I'm working towards in myself is just finding peace in my actual, self being, if you like. I don't want to be uptight all the time anymore and fearing like just stupid stuff that doesn't exist. I don't know if any of you have had that,
Yeah,
where you
the
just wake up.
demons. I think we've all got them, haven't we, in our heads?
Yeah. And it's just
Absolutely.
it's silliness. It's just silly stuff. And you wake up in the morning and I don't know if you get this, but sometimes you just get up. There's some days, don't get me wrong, I can get up and I'm just like, this is it. This is the day. I feel it. I can't wait. And there's other days where for just no reason whatsoever, you get up and it's such a drag to get yourself going. And you're just thinking like, oh, I hope all my lessons are on today, and I hope I hope the car's all right. And you just can't stop thinking about stuff like that and thinking of the worst that's going to happen in the day. When, to be fair with you, you're still here, aren't you? Like, I've still woke up today and I'm doing this with you. So, just your life.
Yeah, sorry about that, mate. Sorry about that.
No, your life does just it carries on regardless. So it's like, what is the point in fearing, things that go off because things get sorted anyway.
They
And
Yeah.
do, they do,
that's
they do. Life goes on. Life goes on. It's like when somebody
yeah.
dies, and I lost my mum a few years ago, and life just goes on, and it doesn't stop. You think that the world will stop for a minute so you can have a breather, you can have a break, but it never does. So
Well,
you've just got to sort of like bear with it, because
yeah,
it does work out in the end. Time's a great
Did
healer.
did any of you
yeah,
guys? Obviously, we're all into our comedy and stuff. Did any of you like watch The Office years ago? The Ricky Gervais doc.
You
yeah.
know what? I'm not into comedy like you two. You two are comedians, aren't you? Are you a comedian as well, Joe? You do gigs? Are you a gigger?
Well, I've been told I'm a comedian, but
You've done a few gigs,
yeah.
haven't
I
you,
mean,
lad?
I've done a bit, but it's like to me, I do want to get more into that. But like I said to you earlier, when you said about what's a typical weekend, get off.
What's
So,
it?
and it says, what's typical weekend like for you? At the minute, it is just work, and I do want to get more involved with my comedy route because I do know that. Well, when I gig with you, Chris, I know that it's something that I
Yeah.
definitely can like get myself sunk into, but um, I wouldn't say I'm a comedian, but you know what I mean. But I'm definitely
Well, you've had it.
aspiring.
You've had it. The thing is, you've got up there and you've done it, and it was good.
Yeah.
The bit about the office. Charlie was saying about like life goes on and this, that, and the other, and there's like a little monologue in there that Tim, one of the characters, does, and he basically says like similar to what you just said. Life goes on. He says, when you turn that camera off, I'm still here and I'm still doing stuff. It's just you can't see it, and
Yeah.
that's poignant. Like if you break up with somebody, a relationship breaks down, or like you say, if you lose somebody, either their life goes on, your life goes on. And the funny thing, my missus, we've been like, I did 8 months packed up smoking at the beginning of the year. Oh, we've lost Joe.
So I'm coming back. I got a message.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like we'd packed up smoking. I did 8 months, then I started again. It was getting a bit out of hand, so we've tried again. And do you know what? I'm just not at that stage where I want to give up smoking, and that's the thing. I enjoy it, and it's a little bit when you get stressed out having a cigarette, and any NHS workers out there or anything like that are going to be going. You should pack up smoking. You could pack up smoking. My missus turned round to me the other day, and she said that getting out of bed in a morning for the last week or two has been incredibly hard because she feels like she's got nothing to get out of bed for because she's not going to go and have a cigarette.
Yeah.
So I said, we need to buy some cigarettes then. That what there's nothing worth having that feeling in your head that I don't want to get out of bed. And if coming down the stairs and standing at the back door and having a quick fag, probably shouldn't say that word, should I? Quick cigarette. I mean cigarette, not gay person, by the way. But yeah, if that's going to make your day worthwhile, then you should do what you enjoy doing. And at the end of the day, I do kind of want to give up smoking at some point because obviously it's having a bit. We're getting older now, nearly 50, and it's getting a negative effect there. But if I don't drink, I'm trying to lose weight. Something you have to do something, don't you? And it's like I enjoy a cigarette, and it's like me and Charlie, we've had this conversation before, haven't we? About like it's not like for you, it's not like a thing that you do like anymore. You've packed up, but you used to enjoy like when you go out for a drink,
I love
having a
having a
quick
ciggy.
smoke. Yeah,
I love having a
yeah,
ciggy. If I went out and had a pint with you and you had a pack of ciggies, I'd ask you for one.
yeah, yeah,
And that's it. I like having a pint. I like it. I have certain times where I like a cigarette. So it's when I'm on holiday, I like having a ciggy while I'm on holiday, sat on the balcony with a beer.
yeah.
Yeah.
When I go to the pub, if I've had a few drinks, in fact, when I was in London earlier on the year, 17 quid for 20 ciggies.
Yeah,
17
yeah.
quid. I couldn't believe it.
That's cheap. Round here, it's about 24 uptown now for a pack of 20.
And they're
Really is.
skinny. They're not like proper cigarettes anymore. They're like
No.
little skinny cheroot things, aren't they? It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
I
that's a
smoke.
yeah. We
Uh,
we all do, don't we?
yeah,
I can, but the good thing about that is I don't wake up the next morning and think, God, I need another cigarette. You
No,
know,
I
yeah.
mean I have had one today, but I've only had one. But it's yeah, and I'd never been like that. I'd never been a morning smoker or anything like that. Anyway, we've gone into smoking cessation, haven't we now? What's your quick fire questions, Charlie?
Oh yeah,
Right, Joe,
okay.
you ready? You
Here
ready?
we
You
go.
get a
Yeah.
point for each one.
Okay, you scoring?
Why? Do we need to, is there an actual right answer on these?
I'm just going to judge you.
Okay. All right, here we go. Chinese or Indian?
Chinese. Is that
Coffee,
food, by the way?
coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Beach holiday or city break?
Beach.
Netflix or night out?
Netflix.
Dog or cat?
Cat.
Food. Pizza or burgers?
Oh, burgers.
Gym or chill day?
Gym.
Really? Um,
Yeah. Not really.
live music or DJ set?
Live music, gotta be.
Driving or being driven?
Being driven. I hate driving.
Do you?
Yeah, hate
Can you
it.
drive?
Yeah. Yeah, I drove for years, but I just can't stand driving anymore. It just
I don't think.
bores me.
I love driving.
Texting or phone calls?
You what, sorry?
Texting or phone calls?
Texting. Phone calls. I'm a more phone call kind of.
Kids these
Yeah.
days, don't they? That's all they do. They text.
I know. I normally just ring people. Like whenever well, anybody wants me, they send me a message, but I normally just ring them straight back. You know what I mean? I think like, nah, I can't
Yeah,
be doing with all the messaging because the thing is with texting with me is I think I know this is probably a millennial sort of thing, because like we were in the non-smartphone days, weren't we? And we had the old phone with the buttons like that, and you got that used to knowing like how to text without even looking at the screen. Um, but it just takes people for some reason. It's like me asking you now, and they just go, "You all right, Charlie?" And then it's just silent for like 15 minutes, and then you'll get back, "Yeah, I'm good. Are you?" And I think texting or messaging, it just sometimes just takes too long. Just give them a quick call, and 9 out of 10 they always answer the phone because it's ringing, and then they go, "Yeah, what's up?" Blah, blah, blah. You got the instant answer then. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely phone call
And if
rather
they
than
don't, if they don't answer the phone, you know that they're either busy or don't want to fucking talk to you. Do you
yeah,
know one of
yeah,
the things I think's really bad for people's mental health, and I'm more thinking about kids than that now. So like when you like WhatsApp or Messenger or text, it now tells you when the person's read it, and it's like like people like my missus is constantly like, especially with my eldest daughter, and my eldest daughter loves Jane, but she leaves her unread all the time, and it proper plays on my missus's mind. I don't think that's good for your mental health. You
no,
know,
it's not.
if I text you and it's read and then you don't respond, it's like for me, if when I read a text, unless I've got to do something like find something out, some information for them, I'll go, yeah, mum, I'm doing all right today. How are you? You know, it's just dead quick, isn't it? But I
yeah,
don't think that red thing. I know you can turn it off, can't you?
yeah.
Yeah,
You
Okay,
can
no.
turn it off, but that's it. But then there's just that. It's like, so I don't want to know if this person's read my text because if they don't reply, it's going to affect my mental health because it does mine. It's like definitely. It's like, why has that person not messaged me back? Have I done something wrong? What's going on? The fact is, they could just be fucking at the swimming pool with the kids, and they've just got left the changing room, put the phone in, gone swimming for 2 hours, and they're going to text you
yeah.
later. Or it could be that they think you're a cunt and they don't want to speak to you.
Well,
But
there
it
is
plays on
that.
your mental health. But then if you take it that step further and go, I can change this, I can stop myself seeing this, then you just think, oh, I wonder if that person's read my message. And this
Yeah,
whole, I would literally love to go back to the Nokia 6210 or whatever it was, where
Yeah,
all you could
yeah.
do
They
is
were good,
fucking,
weren't they?
you know what I mean? And all the, don't get me wrong, I mean, we're doing this because of the online revolution, all the technology and this, that, and the other. But AI, I think AI is scary, and I don't know what your two's thoughts are. I'll give you my why, and then I'll see what you think. AI is scary because I went up for a coffee at Bramcote Park the other day. Frothy's Coffee, shout out to them, great coffee. Go up and have one,
good shit.
and he can give us some fucking money and all. Yeah, go up and buy a coffee from there. But he'd got a picture of his missus talking to a customer, and he used this thing. I can't remember what it was called, but the next thing you know, this person like they're at the coffee stand. The next thing you know, he's done something on AI, and he's got his missus snogging one of these customers.
I've seen that.
Or lifting a skirt up or something. He did one of me. I said, do one of me. So I just let him take a picture of me. And he got me doing a handstand. And all of a sudden, my trousers fall down. How that'd work, doing a handstand, I don't know. But my cock comes out. AI. But you imagine, Charlie, if, like, for example, one of your mates sent you a WhatsApp video of your missus snogging somebody else. What's your instant thought going to be? And you could really fuck about with somebody's life on this, and I mean, there's nothing we can do to stop it. AI's here and it's not going anywhere. But just thought, what are your thoughts on that? I just think it's gone a bit crazy.
I think for people's actual brain power, it's just so negative. People are losing sort of like the skills, just basic like English language skills to write letters. Because you just put a load of crap into ChatGPT and say, make that into an email for me, or make that into a social media post, or so you're losing that ability to construct paragraphs, to construct an essay, to construct a letter, whatever it is. You're losing that ability. It's like you can go on now and ask it to generate an image for you. Make logos for you, whatever. You can ask it to do anything. It's bloody incredible stuff. It's really fucking intelligent, isn't it? But it's just taking so much away from humanity, I suppose.
So I when I was doing I had a bit of a flirt with doing some online marketing. There's a program that you can use, and I never used it, but I do know a couple of people that did who were making Facebook ads. So, for example, this podcast, the three of us talking now, if I uploaded this into this program, you could then write a script and like literally just get me saying whatever you wanted and get you saying, you two saying whatever you wanted. It's crazy. I know somebody did it, and like I think you have to like upload about half an hour of me just talking like this, my hands going and whatnot, and you could then put in there, hi, my name's Chris. I really love Dick. If you want me, if you want to come and put your penis up my bumhole, pop round, and it'd do it just like I've just said it there. It like properly makes it into something. And then that bit where the video manipulation, where it like you got two people in a photograph, make them kiss, and it does, and it's just like Jesus Christ. You could screenshot that, send it to somebody, and it could effectively ruin their relationship. I'm not worried. I mean, I think there's always going to be human input required for work, and we're all self-employed. No one's going to take Joe's place, I don't think, for going and teaching guitar, because if you can already learn how to play guitar online, so that's not going to happen. And in the property industry where you are, Chaz, I don't think you could ever fully replace human beings. But there are industries, aren't there, where AI is probably going to take people's jobs, and unless that like and you've got, there's some evil fuckers out there who are going to use it for no good.
Exactly.
It just scares me a little bit. And I think when Paul at Frothy showed me that was like, it was fucking hilarious. I've got the videos on my phone. It was absolutely hilarious, and for fun between friends and stuff, great, fantastic. And it's obviously going to get more and more advanced. But for the like, it's almost like you could make a James Bond movie about it, couldn't you? And he's where he's trying to stop the fucking AI ruining the world. I think there has been one, hasn't there, where it was like media manipulation, and then this is the next step now, isn't it? Because it's like you can almost like create an alternate reality in your own world by AI. I don't know. It's a bit scary. And I again, I've not read into this, like I've not looked into it on a major scale. It's just what I've heard and then what I've seen.
I mean, I've read. I mean, I don't know if it is, if it's true, but is there like AI only fans pages?
I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean,
Don't
I
know.
know that there are AI like bots out there, because one of my mates has done this. He's got an AI girlfriend, right? And it literally is like just on your phone, like an app, And I just think, but yet again, that's a mental health issue, isn't it? Because that, yeah, all right, AI is artificial intelligence. It's another form of, well, intelligence on this earth. So, yeah, you can say that it is, but it's manipulating a human. It's not a real human that you're talking to. But my mate has had this chat GPT girl for whatever it is now. He's had her for about 4 months, and he literally believes that he's in a relationship with this image. And I just think, where's the line going to be drawn on what, what's going to be allowed and not allowed within the AI community? I mean, to me, it just seems like it's just if we're not careful, it's going to become a way bigger problem than we think it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? Is that something that you two feel?
Yeah, it's
I feel it's
I think
it's
it is.
like
I think
it's
it is.
it's more and more allowing isolation, that is, isn't it? And as
Yeah.
we know from people who've suffered with our mental health, isolation's probably the worst thing you can do. Um,
yeah.
and if you don't have, I mean, this guy, I don't know what his history is and what his issues are, but today's like, I mean, I don't know. Charlie and me had to work to get shags back in the day, didn't we? It was like there
Oh,
was
God,
none
yeah.
of this.
Yeah.
There was no
Yeah.
dating
All did.
sites.
There is no
Yeah, we
dating.
all did. Yeah, there was no dating sites. There was none of this like swipe left, swipe right. You literally had to pluck up the courage to go and fucking talk to a lass. Or as Charlie used to do, shout across the road, "Oi, fat arse," and that worked. I cannot. I've seen him pull that off. It was unbelievable. "Oi,
Yeah.
fat arse," and then he took this bird home. Brilliant. Um, but yeah, but that whole like not even having to like him having some kind of artificial relationship with nothing, because it's nothing, is it? It's just
No.
like
No,
I
no,
mean,
there.
it's nothing there. Um, but he's convincing himself that there is something there. I mean, has this guy not? Has he had a bad breakup, or has he never had a girlfriend, or
No, it was in a relationship. It's been in a relationship for about 5 years, and he just said he went. I just don't feel like I'm in love with this person anymore. And I said to him like, right, well that's fine, isn't it? Everybody goes through that stage with somebody at some point. I'm sure you've been there where you love them, but you're not in love with them. So he splits up with her, and like, I mean, it was just being dead secluded. Like, we always used to say like, "Oh, do you fancy meeting up?" And you got that he'd read the messages bit, but he wasn't responding to anybody in the chat. And then it's all come about that it turns out that he's downloaded this app, whatever app it is, I have no idea, and it builds you, creates you this this AI version of whatever woman it is that you desire. And to him, it's just absolutely perfect. And I just think, but I'm not going to use his name. But I just think, mate, it's not a real human. But like, I've got my Mrs. Ellen. Like, you know what I mean? We can go out for meals together. We can actually go and enjoy things together. With that, it's just on a phone screen. It doesn't appreciate anything that you're doing. Do you know what I mean? In other words, we could also be abusing AI by using something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because AI is still learning. It only came about in what 22 was it when it really came about? Because
In
my
the last
mum
decade.
died.
I
You are
think. I
sorry,
think.
sir.
I think it's weird that we've come back to AI because we started this whole conversation was my 5 questions through ChatGPT that I
Yeah,
picked up last night.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, again. And this is the other thing. We use
yeah.
it for the bar. Like when we're doing the quiz. Like instead of now having to like think of questions and all of that, it's literally I just get there and the questions are like literally ripped from a chat GPT onto my thing. And I just think there's no sort of
No.
What I'm saying is now, if you want to know, I know people now that live. Well, my brother's one at the minute. He started to live by asking Chat GPT near enough anything. You know what I mean? And I just think to myself, look, use your brain about something. Like, if I'm going to build that kit, right? If I went on Chat GPT and it says, how do you build, what is it? How do you build the Airfix 172's submarine Spitfire, right? It will in 1 second tell me every single thing. You start with this, you know what I mean? And that's it. I don't want that. I want to work it out myself. I want it to be a puzzle. I want it to be a challenge. There's things in life, relationships. If you're Googling, well, not Googling, but if you're using AI to pretty much work out why your missus is cross with you or why, something's not working in it,
Whoa,
give,
whoa, whoa,
give,
whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Even
what?
AI's not fucking strong enough to work that one out, mate. Come
Listen, I
on.
tell you now, right?
Why
And I
has my
know this.
missus got a face on?
Yes, and I know this, right? Through two people, they've recently broke up that they're very close to me. And I know that one person used it, right, to see why the other person had broke up. And because they both use it, it starts to work out how you are in your own personality. So it was literally giving answers like, telling this other person location areas of where this other person had been. And I thought, now we're just breaking privacy laws again, surely. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a scary thing, mate. It really is. And the fact is, like, when we were younger, like, because we find it weird, don't we? Because it's
yeah,
different to us. Like, the whole thing, like me and probably all three of us would say back when we were kids, and there's like a decade between each of us, I think, isn't there? Like 30s, 40s. Are you in your 50s yet, Charlie?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So there's like, but all of us were in that generation where we would say like we'd go out on our bikes in the morning at 9 o'clock, not come home until the street lights came on and all that kind of stuff, which is a big thing that the Gen X and the Gen Z arguments that go on. But the
yeah,
scary thing with the AI and all this stuff that's happening, you've just basically said that you can have a girlfriend or boyfriend online through AI, and it fulfills all your conversational needs of having a dating experience or whatever. Um, this is just going to be normal for kids.
yeah, I know.
Like,
Yeah.
that you're bringing a baby into a world, aren't you, Chaz? Where this is going to be. It's
Oh,
our
yeah.
responsibility to tell them that it's not how it should be, I suppose.
I
Or
think
if that's your opinion, anyway.
technology is advancing so fast now. It's advancing really
Yeah.
fast. I remember when I met you, Chris, and we were selling windows. We what do we have? We never had sat navs. We had loads of maps, didn't we, in the glove box?
Literally a boot full of A to Zs, little A to Zs,
Yeah.
Derby, Nottingham.
We had little maps of Ilkeston and stuff like that. We
Yeah.
had little maps. And then I think it was round about, when did I get my first sat nav? It was round about 2004, 2005, 2006. Round about then when we had a little palm top. It was a palm top. You used to stick an aerial into it. And you had like a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
square aerial on your dashboard. And then the next minute they were Tom Toms. And then they went into phones. So there was a gradual shift on that. But this AI is what's happened over the last
Speed.
10
Too
years.
quick.
Scary. It is so, so, so scary. When I
When
first
can you remember when we worked at Lyrico and like
never had a laptop. We never had
no,
a laptop.
this is the thing. Like our customer files, we had a Potterton unit in the back of
Yeah,
our car, like a big box, and it had all of our files, and they were
I've had,
literally in cardboard folders for each customer
yeah,
that you'd got. And you got home and you had to fax. You remember you had to fax
yeah,
your orders through to the
yeah,
office,
yeah, yeah.
and this
Before
is
carton,
only this is 2001, 2002. It's 20 years ago.
yeah, yeah,
And like, I think I've got a feeling that as I was leaving Lyrico, they were just getting round to having some form of telephone ordering system or something daft like that. But there was no iPads, there was no laptops, there was nothing like that. And you know, like I say, all you could do on your phone was phone people, text people, and play Snake. And that was
Yeah,
it.
when I first started going up to China, which was what 2007, I had to take a laptop, a phone, a camera. But that was it's all just on your iPhone, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
you know.
mad.
that's the thing. iPhone, like your smartphones now, your life's on them, innit? Like it really is.
Oh yeah,
And
I can get onto my desktop off my iPhone because it goes into my files, which are on my desktop. You know, or
Mm.
yeah,
anything's
I mean,
crazy. It's crazy.
the thing is now is that like again with the AI, like with Elon Musk, he's built robots now that literally just you can interact with. I met one, like not one of his, but I met a like robot at the near the ice arena not long ago, and it's like everybody were waiting, and then it went, yeah, come here, like that, and then you walk over, and it goes, hi, nice to meet you. What's your name? And I went, Joe. What's yours? And it said, oh, my name's Martin. They called it Martin.
I thought I
And
was
then,
talking to your mate's beard.
yeah, and then it went, and then it said, it literally just went, you having a good day? And I went, yeah, are you? And it went, yeah, and I thought, this, you literally are kind of real, aren't you? You know what I mean? Like, what, to me, it all seems very bizarre. And I think, to be honest with you, I mean, my mum only died in 2020. And I think from then, it's crazy how much technology's gone from in 5 years. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, she didn't even know about AI. You know what I mean? It was never a thing then. It probably was, but I never used it then. But now, like I say, it's just everywhere. Everything you do all your phones, everything keeps saying, all the marketing with AI, everything with AI. And I think it's just
It's
gone
mad.
so fast.
And it is a obviously it's a very contentious thing. I mean, I think there's like some bits of it you just think that's amazing, that's great, we're moving
Mm.
forward, and then other bits like the bits I've just talked about, they just scare the shit out of you. Guys, we're an hour and 10 in on our. I thought it was gonna be really, you know what I mean? Like you think we're gonna do this, and you think it's gonna be a bit more hard work, but the conversations flowed, and I think yeah, I think hope people. If we put this out in the end, I hope people have enjoyed it. Pepsi, get in touch. Frothy's, get in touch.
Jack Jones as well.
Yeah.
Zebra Music, get in touch. You know, we've
Liverpool.
Musk
shouted.
and Showcase and who else did we mention?
Yeah,
Like, anyone
Derby
else? We,
County, Liverpool, Forest, all of you, you've been
yeah.
mentioned. Give us some
Forest.
cash. But no, are you two gonna go out on a date properly, or
Might
It's,
do.
it's, it's, it's possible. It's
It's
possible.
early days, Chris. It's early
early
I,
days.
days?
yeah,
Charlie, I
I
think for the
think
next
I think I might
episode,
try out the app first.
Yeah.
I think Charlie needs to get onto Chat GPT and Google, well, not Google, get on for second date questions for the next episode, mate. All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you everyone for listening. We will post when this comes out eventually. We will post like socials and all that. AI's probably moved on. It might do it for us. I don't know. But anyway, thank you everyone for listening. I've been Chris.
Charlie.
And Joe.
See you again.